looking, part of our goal for 2019 was to move beyond just Don Zavis, right? There's a finite amount of things that I can do. And one of the first things that we looked for was to bring in someone that was a coach, an amazing trainer that was as gifted as I believe I am doing this. But Rhonda and I had actually our paths had crossed a few times since my moving here. And when it became obvious that I was looking for that person, and I wanted to get somebody, first of all, that was female. Not so they could only sell to the female world. That was never the intent. She's an amazing trainer regardless of what. But I wanted to do certain outreaches that went towards the female population, because as good as I am, I'm not a girl. And there's no way that I'm going to feel and be able to communicate to that. So I approached Rhonda, and she was kind enough to say yes. And over this last month, we've been forging our relationship and then moving forward. So you're going to see more of her in a training world. You're going to see certainly more of her on the stage here. You're going to see more of her as we do specific outreaches that come up. And I wanted to demystify the fact that she was going to get involved. And I asked her, would you come up and just take a few moments and tell the group, and certainly tell those that are joining us on the live broadcast or the Vimeo broadcast, who you are, what you do, and how you do it. And so with that, I would like to introduce Rhonda Peoples to the world.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. So I am Rhonda Peoples, and I am a sales and leadership trainer. I am a coach, and I am a speaker, and I am so excited about being here with all of you, and you right there also. But I'm so glad that I've been able to partner with Don Zavis, and really not just to expand his business, because that is number one on our agenda, but it is also to learn from him. He is an amazing trainer. He is so knowledgeable, and I've got to tell you, he really honestly cares about his people, and he really honestly cares about what happens in their lives. And that is something that I really look for in people, and definitely somebody that I wanted to partner with. So again, thank you for approaching me and coming to me. But I wanted to give you just a little bit of background about me. My purpose in life is to serve, enlighten, and empower every single human being to see their own greatness. That is why I am here. Now, a little bit of background. I am married. I've been with my husband for over 20 years. We have 4 children between the two of us. We have 4 dogs and a horse, right? So we are busy people. We manage and coach a club basketball team. So we work with little kids. We start off with them. We stay with them all the way through high school, getting them into college on scholarships. That is our passion. We know to be able to start changing the world is to start working with young children and start mentoring them then, teaching them life skills and business skills and love skills. So that's a little something that we do on the side. I actually came from sales. I was 22 years in the car business. And I literally got into the car business because as a female, I felt like in all of the jobs that I was in, I was really doing all of the work. I just wasn't getting paid for it. And I really couldn't figure out how I could break through that ceiling. And then somebody talked to me about being in car sales and said, you really get paid for what you're worth. And I'm like, okay, I never thought that I would be a car salesman, but okay, let me give it a try. So 22 years later, extremely successful in the business, I loved everything that I learned from the business. Spun out from the automotive business and started my own business working with women. So I really had a international leadership mentoring is the name of my business with working with women, where I mentor women in leadership. Because what I found in the networking world is I found that when I was dealing with a lot of women, they were out there in the world and creating their own businesses and stepping out in the world that was unusual to them, but they didn't have the confidence to do that. They really were very shy, and as all of us know, people do not follow weakness, they follow strength. So I thought, you know what, I can help them, because that was my world. In the automotive business, I was somebody who seemed very strong and knew what I was doing, but inside I was screaming, I'm lost and I don't have any self-confidence, I don't know what I'm doing and I need help, but I didn't really have that support. So I knew I could be that support for women. So when I got involved with that, and a lot of my research started showing me that a lot of women let me rephrase that. In my research, I found half of the population are females. And of the half the population, there's a very small percentage of women that are the 6 and 7 figures. And as I did more research, I found that those women do it through some sort of sales. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can help that. Like, I'm a salesperson. Like, I love sales. I'm excited about this. So I jumped in and said, okay, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to bring a bunch of women together, and we're going to figure out what it is that we need to do to be more successful to make 6 and 7 figures. And so with that, I divinely guided to Mr. Don Zavis. And here I am to make a difference with women. Now, I love training every single person. So men, I love working with you also. But I really have a passion for women because we have an issue around money. We have an issue around asking for the sale. We have an issue about feeling like we're pushy and what are people going to say about us. And we have really an issue with the word sales. And I want to get rid of that because I am proud to be a salesperson. And I want to share that with everybody else that's out there. So men, if you're having an issue with that also, I can definitely help you with that. So that's a little bit of background about me. Here I am. I am so excited about working with each and every one of you. I'm so excited about working with you right there and furthering our relationship. So thank you so much for a couple of minutes at the front to introduce myself and to ramble on. And I appreciate it and have a very blessed day.